everyone. Welcome to another video here on the Mateo Franco DC channel. I'm Dr. Mateo. In this video, we're going over the torque release technique in the Integrator adjusting tool. If you guys haven't already, hit that like and subscribe to make sure you never miss a video. If you want to check out the functional leg length reflex of how we know where to adjust in the motion x-ray study video, you can check those out separately. This is specifically going to be on the Integrator adjusting tool and the torque release technique. We're gonna go over two things that make this different. We're the only place in Lexington, Kentucky that currently utilizes this instrument. Most people are like, wait, I've seen that instrument and I've been adjusted that way. Most people are referring to a different instrument called an activator. Its functionality is very, very different. So in today's video, I'm gonna go over the difference in the Integrator and why we use this and why we believe it gets us the best results. First thing that this instrument is gonna allow us to do is get a recoil. That's vitally important. I'll go over that in just a moment. And then it also has this mechanism here. This creates a vibration of 64 hertz. That number is important. We'll go over that later, but think of like a tuning fork. This is gonna vibrate at 64 hertz, restoring proper nerve supply or normal nerve physiological function. We'll go over that later. So first, let's go into why we utilize this as far as the precision of it. So precision is the name of the game. If you're taking notes, precision is the name of the game when it comes to better results faster. If you go to a surgeon or things like that, they're gonna take time with diagnostics, tests, exams before they go operate. Same thing for us. So a couple of things that we utilize before we even get to the adjustment is we're gonna do advanced range of motion testing. It's a functional test. And then we're gonna do advanced motion, digital motion x-rays. That's gonna pinpoint which segments in your spine are actually causing the problem. We have a saying here, we don't do guesswork, we do test work. When we know exactly what's causing the problem, if it's related to your spine and we can adjust it, then we're gonna know that we're gonna get great results with that. So once we have that information, then it comes down to the adjustment. So instead of using my hands like traditional chiropractic, you can see, look at my hands, I don't have the world's largest hands, but this doesn't guarantee that I just get the segment that's causing the problem. So force is mass times acceleration. So in this example, I have to use a heavy mass, my body weight, twist your body, bring it to tension, a slow speed, and that's gonna equal a force. Okay, and again, doesn't guarantee I get the exact segment. The Integrator, you can see, does not weigh a whole lot. I always tell people I don't get sweet biceps from holding this all day or curling this all day. But what it does do is it releases at 1/10,000th of a second. I'll show you here and then I'm gonna show you it on the spine. It's super, super fast, like that. Okay, so a fast speed, low mass equals the same exact force if I were to use my hands or my body weight. But you can see this is gonna be way more precise and gentle to the spine. So now let's bring you in so you can see an actual adjustment on a spine. So this is what we call SAMI the spine. It's our classic spine here. So on this, once we do the functional leg length reflex, again, if you want more info on that, you can go check out that video in a separate one. And then if you want to learn more about the motion x-rays, you can see that in a separate video. But once we know precisely where the primary subluxation is, the area that's causing the most neurological stress and destruction to the joints and nerves in that area, then we are going to deliver the specific adjustment. So this releases at 8 pounds of pressure. I can change the force or the release tension on this. Once we know the exact segment that's causing it, we're gonna show the recoil mechanism. Here is I'm gonna make the specific adjustment. Key thing to note there is you can see how little time I spent on that segment. Your body makes the adjustment. The longer that I'm keeping my stress in there or doing that, the more stress it's gonna cause, the less that's gonna be productive as far as of an adjustment and you holding that adjustment. So each visit we adjust 3 to 4 segments, 3 to 4 specific primary subluxations. We go over all this in our Better Results Faster workshop. But primary subluxations, which are the cause for compensations, we see this a lot with patients with like scoliosis, compensations in their low back, their neck. So each visit we're adjusting 3 to 4 primary subluxations, correcting up to 30 to 40 total subluxations in your spine. All the great chiropractors know this. The key is not only to know where to adjust, but also when not to adjust and how not to over adjust. A lot of healing is going to happen between adjustments, and as we give your body time and repetition in between those adjustments too, you're going to be able to hold those adjustments longer so you don't have to see me every single day for the rest of your life. So that's the recoil. We want to make the adjustment and be out of there as quickly as possible. The second thing that's happening on that is the vibration of this mechanism here. Bringing in one more time so you can see this. Think of a tuning fork. When you ding a tuning fork, right, it's going to vibrate or resonance at a certain frequency. They found through research that a primary subluxation, again, a misalignment, causing destruction to the joints or nerves in that area, causes a pathological reflex of 64 hertz. So when we make the adjustment, we're not just moving the bone, this thing's vibrating, sending a frequency in the opposite direction of that subluxation, restoring proper nerve function in that area. That's why we get the best results as quickly as possible. Pairing that with the functional leg length reflex and the x-rays is why we utilize that, why we're the only place in Lexington to do that. So if you're looking for something new, different, or just want to get great results, give us a call. If we can't help you, we're going to try to find you a place that can help you. But we always know that through the exam and x-rays. Once we have that information, then we're confident that we can actually help you with your problem. We're going to have a specific plan to help you reach your health goals as quickly as possible.